8-year-old kid is seen at the start of the movie. He used to be frightened. Some entity routinely irritated him. He always used to be anxious. He is just 8 years old. His parents were also disturbed due to this issue. One day, they call exorcists at their house. There is a couple, Ed and Lorraine Warren, and the priest of a church. That young kid's name is David. He has a sister, Debbie. And there is also Debbie's friend Arne at their house. He had a good friendship with David, so he goes to make David sleep. Lying him down on the bed, Arne leaves that place. But David feels as if someone is trying to unlock his room door. So David hides, going into a lavatory. But he feels there as if someone is keeping an eye on him. He also witnesses many demon hands there. And the blood begins to flow into the bathtub. Being scared, he starts to shout. All family members gather upstairs, hearing his voice. But here David is in full rage, who is 8-year-old child. And he had become uncontrollable. He stabs a glass on his own father's leg. Now Ed is coming downstairs, lifting him. But he is scratching the walls with his nails. It is seeming as if someone has got control over him. He is laid down on the dining table, brought from upstairs. And priest begins to read some enchanted words for him. They were trying to stabilize him. At the same time, the foam begins to come from David's mouth. Being mighty, he is trying to free himself. Meanwhile, a deadly storm breaks out there. The domestic things begin to be damaged and the priest also falls down. Ed and Lorraine had caught him firmly. Because he is in a struggle to free himself, he starts to mold his body mysteriously. It is very frightful. Seeing his condition, Arne moves to him. He says to him while catching him, "No matter who are you, just possess my body, leaving that innocent kid." It means that he had really great affection for David. David's eyes reshape normally as he says it. And the demon of David possesses the body of Arne. Now his condition begins to worsen. Being possessed, David had also attacked badly on the Ed. Now his condition is also gone worse. And he had been brought to the hospital. Doctors inform Lorraine that he has suffered a serious heart attack. Something has frightened him badly. Everyone starts praying for him. On the other side, Debbie's friend Arne is seen. He is restored to his normal condition now. And he is helping along with Debbie at work. He observes a hole in the house wall as he enters it. He witnesses a demon peeping into it, which is trying to target him, but he saves himself. In fact, he is not beyond the clutches of it, because that demon had really possessed him, leaving David's body. Now it is going to distort his body soon. It is going to possess it completely. He immediately comes out of that place. Now he is cutting the tree with the chainsaw, setting himself on a tree. But the chainsaw is not operating. Then he observes a demon in the nearby window with him, which is staring at him. Then chainsaw is turned on. His body may get hurt with it, but that chainsaw is falling down before it. And he is secured. He is terrified. And he begins to drive his car from there. But he is stopped. On the other side, when Ed comes into his senses, he also says that a demon has possessed the body of that boy, leaving David, who is her friend of Debbie. He says to Lorraine, "Call him immediately," and inform him that the demon is very threatening. Beware of it. When Lorraine is calling Debbie, then she cannot pick up the call, because she is dancing, playing louder music, so her friend may feel good. Meanwhile, his condition of Arne begins to worsen, because he is not under his control. He is not understanding how he is able to stand here. He starts to feel feeble. When no one attends Lorraine's call, she is worried and calls the police quickly and tell them that. It may sound strange, but there is a family in Brookfield where a big incident is about to happen. You have to get there as soon as possible. Now Debbie's partner is transformed into a ghost with whom she is dancing. His face is changed weirdly, and he begins to scare him. She screams so much because of being afraid, and she leaves from there, taking Arne. Now Arne attacks him with his knife while leaving, and he kills him. His dress is bloodstained. A police officer witnesses him as he comes outside. That Arne's eyes were totally changed because he is possessed by the demon. He does not talk to the man. The police officer says to him about, "Your dress is also bloodstained. Come with me." This is the first murder in Brookfield in 193 years. Arne is arrested by the police and he is taken to jail. There both Ed and Lorraine Warren would come to meet him. His girlfriend Debbie is also there. Put some holy things in front of Arne and ask him to recite the Bible, and he does the same. But the devil that is inside his body does not come out. Lorraine says that we have kept all the sacred things in front of Arne. This is enough to drive any devil out of a human body. This means that there is no devil inside Arne's body. Arne says that from David's body, I allowed that devil to enter my body. I am responsible for whatever happens next. At the same time, that boy's lawyer appears there. Ed and Lorraine Warren says to the lawyer that Arne did not kill him. There's a demon in him that murdered that man. And they are also telling that man murdered had also possessed by the demon. The lawyer says to them, kindly stay connected with the real world. Who will believe such stories? They will just say they are exonerating themselves. That lawyer is not believing at any cost that there is a demon exists. Then Ed says to her, visit our house at night for dinner, and I will show you Annabelle doll demon. You may allow police to arrest Arne in case of not witnessed that demon. Then the lawyer says, okay, I will visit. She is very bold. Now the court view is shown, because the lawyer had believed that a demon is behind this. She tells the judge that this murder has been committed by the demon, but the judge does not believe in her single word. He says that it is a lame excuse, and he will be sentenced to life imprisonment. And in this way, it becomes the first such case in the history of America. After leaving the court, Ed and Lorraine decide that she will study the case from the beginning. When for the first time the devil took possession of 8-year-old David, he listens to audio recordings of David's entire family, in which he tells that we shifted to this house 5 months ago. When David goes to a room after shifting in the house, so there is a waterbed there, and it starts playing on top of that bed. And the very next moment a hand comes out from inside the bed and grabs David. David gets very scared of this and clings to the wall and sits down. And this was the first incident that happened to David. Lorraine now goes to David's house to see the place where that waterbed was. There are some strange marks under it. David's sister Debbie tells that the water had flowed out of the waterbed. That is why the floor got damaged. It is told that this floor was not spoiled by water. After this, Lorraine goes to the basement under the same house where there is a very strange skull. Lorraine takes her photo and tells everyone when she comes upstairs that this thing is used for black magic. Devil's priests do this. Someone intentionally sent that devil inside David's body. We have to find out who did this. At the same time, Arne is shown in the jail who is cleaning. And then suddenly it gets dark all around. And the very next moment his landlord, whom Arne had killed, he is sitting on the bed in front and a shadow comes from behind him. He captures Arne and the next moment it is shown that no one is around. While Ed and Lorraine get a call from a police station, they are told that the black magic thing they got from under David's house. They also have such a thing that is related to a case, which happened in Denver. Both of them reach Denver, where the policeman tells them that 2 girls had gone missing from their house several months ago. After this, a girl's dead body was found in the forest and that girl was killed in the same way. The way Arne killed his landlord. Now they all go to the crime scene where Lorraine starts seeing everything, starts acting in the same way that the girl killed her friend. The devil had overpowered him too. After killing her friend, when she came back to her senses, then she ran away from this place. Lorraine also starts running in the same direction, and before she fell from the cliff down into the river, Ed stops him by giving a voice and the next moment a hand comes from below. The demon starts pulling Lorraine down. Ed catches him and brings him back to the cliff. And now Lorraine tells the police that the girl has been looking for several months. His body is inside this river. The police get the body of that girl and in this way, this case gets solved. Those 2 Lorraines come to a motel and both of them have understood that these are not such incidents, which is happening on its own, rather someone is doing it all. Lorraine tells Ed when David was in demon's possession. Then I held his hand, so somewhere I had joined the person who is doing all this. I didn't understand this at that time, but now I understand. And if we have to find that person who has done everything, so we have to go to the dead body of the girl we found today in the river. Because that girl had killed her friend in the same way. The way Arne did his landlord. That is, these 2 events are related to each other. Only after this do both of them reach the funeral home, where Lorraine holds the hand of that girl's dead body, and as soon as she holds the hand, so she once again connects with the person who is doing everything. There is a strange place where someone is doing black magic. However, Lorraine is unable to see his face because she is seeing everything through his eyes. During this, she sees that the woman drinks something strange. After this, she subdues Arne and cuts off the palm of his hand. And that's before she completely kills Arne. Lorraine shouts to him in the name of God's sacrifice, I order you to stop everything. At that very moment, everything stops and in this way, Arne's life is saved. Ed and Lorraine go to Arne's girlfriend Debbie's house, where a friend named Drew shows them the book, in which there is written about the old black magic. And in this book, it is written that if such a curse is to be broken, so that place of worship has to be broken from where all this is happening. Debbie says to Lorraine that you had reached her, you have given her a chance. He might give up and never do it again. Lorraine tells him that it can't happen. Whoever starts things like this, he has to end it or else he loses his own life. Lorraine tells everyone here that when her consciousness went to that place, it was a strange place. Where water was dripping from the roof, he had also heard the sound of the train, which was very suppressed. Maybe that place of worship is in the basement below the ground. Now when Ed stands up to leave, his health deteriorates, and he faints, and when he comes to his senses, he sees that in front of him is the same woman who is doing all the black magic. She tells Ed that you and your wife have kept a stockpile of ghostly things. Ed says that if anything happens to my wife, I will not leave you. Just saying that you do not give up. She disappears from there. And then Ed is attacked by a devil. Ed takes out his cross and chants holy spells. And now when he is about to kill the devil, then his hand is grabbed from behind. And he watches that the one who was about to kill was not demon but his wife Lorraine. Lorraine tells Ed that the same woman is doing all this. After this, they search the house. Ed says that she was here. And only then did Ed find the same kind of witchcraft inside the pot that he had found before. After this, Lorraine tells Debbie that she should go to meet Arne today. Take father with you because his life is in danger now. In the book they have now, Ed would have read that if we have to end this entire curse, so we have to break that place of worship. There are some such things in that book as well that they do not understand because it is written in another language. Lorraine takes that book to the church's Father Kastner, to whom she had come earlier in connection with the same case. After reading the book, Father Kastner tells him that 3 sacrifices have to be made to fulfill the curse. 1 child, 2nd lover, and 3rd such a man who has great faith in God. Lorraine understands that the 3rd victim is her husband Ed, because he has a lot of faith in God and there have been many attacks on him recently. Father Kastner then shows him an album containing a photo of a baby girl, Isla. He tells Lorraine that my wife died as soon as she gave birth to the baby girl. I was never able to tell the church about my child, because it is a church where only those who have never been married can give their services. He tells Lorraine that I raised my daughter in this church by hiding it from everyone's eyes. Here I also used to study black magic, which had a very bad effect on my daughter. After this, when he shows the photo of his daughter Isla's youth, so Lorraine is shocked because this is exactly what Lorraine and Ed are looking for. Who wants to kill Arne with her black magic? Father says that I have made a mistake. I thought that everything will be fine, but now I don't think so. There are many tunnels under this church. You will find his place of worship there. You will have to break it. That's when they realize that the father's daughter Isla is around. Father gives the torch to Lorraine and says that there are many paths underground in the basement. Lorraine leaves from there. Isla comes there and she kills her father. She then reaches out to Lorraine as well before she can kill him with a knife. Lorraine picks up the stone and hits him on the head and runs away from that place. It is shown outside that Ed has also reached this place. He comes down to the basement. Isla once again sits at her place of worship, and she subdues Arne and Ed with her black magic. When Ed sees Lorraine, he starts attacking her with a hammer. At the same time, Arne is shown who is tied to the bed, and he breaks his handcuffs and hangs in the air. Fathers are also reciting spells here. While there, Ed now reaches out to Lorraine before he kills her. Lorraine tells him she thinks our love is our weakness, and our love is our strength. After hearing these things, you remember me, Ed comes back to his senses, and he destroys the place of worship instead of killing Lorraine. Due to this, the curse ends completely. After this, Isla comes to him with a knife. Ed says that you promised to give a soul to the devil, and he will not go to hell without taking her. After this, the devil comes in front of him in the form of him and kills Isla. For the murder that Arne committed under the control of Demon, he is sentenced to 5 years in prison. After finishing the sentence, he marries Debbie. This film was based on a true incident. The movie is also completed after this scene. This is the last movie in the chronological order of the Conjuring series, whose link in the description. Check out now. I hope you liked the whole series explanation. If you like the explanation, please do subscribe and comment also. Thank you for watching.